Hey guys, what's up? Chili Sports Cards. Today, what you're looking at is some packages. I got a mail day opening. Something that I want to talk about in this video. You might see a little bit of this guy right here. This also was part of my mail day, but I opened up the package early. And this guy right here, he's my favorite football player. Basketball player was Sean Kemp. Baseball was Ken Griffey Jr. And football was this guy right here, Chris Carter. He's a Hall of Famer. If you asked anybody that was actually pretty into football, let's say maybe 95, 96, 97, who were the best two receivers in the football league, a lot of people would have probably told you Jerry Rice and this guy. There's some other good receivers that played in the league at that time. Keyshawn Johnson, Michael Irvin. Who else? There's definitely a few really good receivers in the league at that moment in time, but the two best were Chris Carter and Jerry Rice. A little bit about Chris Carter. I really like to watch him play because he didn't really look like he had to go balls out. He just looked like he was quick and smooth, and like he was like Griffey, where he made things look really easy and effortless. And that's one of the things I really liked about him. He was the first player that I ever seen to go to the sidelines and then basically just kind of like fall over with his toes in the field, and then the quarterback would throw the ball right to him, and he would just kind of like lean over and fall out of bounds with his toes in. And I never seen anybody do that before, and I thought that was really cool. And I thought it was really like just genius, actually. And it was like I said, that was the first time I saw that. So my stepfather was a big Vikings fan, and I never really cared that much for football until the 1998 season when Randy Moss was a rookie, and we watched a lot of Vikings games that year, and I became I would say a football fan. And I think I was 14 years old at the time, and so anyways, that's what got me started on the football. That was my favorite team, and that was my favorite player, Chris Carter. So you guys might see some of his stuff in this video. I don't even know if I had any Chris Carter cards that I liked until maybe possibly today. So let's go ahead and start opening up some of these packages. In no particular order because I can't see through the packaging. Just see how it goes. So we got a piece of paper here. It's an invoice. They'll probably tell me what it is, but I'm just gonna go ahead and be surprised. Alright, so the first package is another one of these Jordan EX 2000 cards. This is gonna be my third one. I think that these cards will actually resell pretty well if they grade well. I heard that these cards can fetch a really good dollar if they're graded at a 9 or a 10. So let's go ahead and pull it out real quick and see how it looks. I talked about these in some of my other videos because this is the third one that I've gotten. So all right, let's take a look at this bad boy here. So the acetate looks okay to me. It doesn't look too bad. When they grade these cards, they probably look at the names, the numbers, the logos. For some reason on this card there's a little pinhole right there on his arm. That's been there on all the cards. Yeah, I just really like these cards, man. These were some of my favorite cards when I collected back in the day. when I collected baseball back in the day. So there's like a little indentation right there in the foil. I don't know. Let's see if I can pick it up on camera here. Oh, it's right. It's like right there on the edge, right there. You guys can see that? Just a little indentation. That looks a little funny. And that corner, no, the corner's fine. So I think overall it's pretty good. We'll just have to see. Set it in and see what SGC thinks. Probably get an 8 or 9. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll just have to see. So we got an MJ for the first one. Let's see what else we got, man. Let's see what else we got, dudes. So how's everybody doing today? Today's my day off. I've been working quite a bit. So I got a lot of stuff I gotta try to do today, get done today. It's real early. It's 6:30 in the morning. My girl, she already went to work. And this is when I do this kind of stuff, when I make videos, when she goes to work, because I don't like to take away from her time. So they wrapped this one up in newspaper. This is a Flair showcase, Chris Carter. Not sure if they call this one a legacy or a grace or a showcase. Not too sure. It says Showtime. But a really pretty card. Flair showcase is one of my favorite types of cards. And one of my favorite type of player, Chris Carter, so I just want to see some of these cards in SGC slabs and see how they look. I'm pretty sure that it's going to look amazing. I mean, that's such a pretty card, man. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to send any of these Chris Carter cards into SGC. I think this order that I got going on in my head is going to be primarily more to sell cards that I want to sell and maybe make a profit on. And so Chris Carter isn't exactly that. Not to say that he's not worth anything, but his stuff is pretty cheap. So yeah, Chris Carter's not a guy that I'm trying to flip right now. He's just a guy that I want to have some of his cards and for PC purposes, for collection purposes. So here's a Topps Gold Label, Fernando Tatis. I picked this card up for like $2 or $3. It's not really a high dollar card by any means, but it's the black version. It's a Class 1. And it's got the rookie card logo right there. A lot of people don't take Topps Gold Label very seriously. They want to say that, oh, it's not a mainstream product, or it's not a flagship product. And that's one of the terms in the hobby that drives me bananas, is flagship. I hear people say it and it just gives me cringes, man. Because at the end of the day, something like that, they say, oh, that's not flagship. It's not very demanding, you know, whatever. But it's like if you compare it to Top Series 1 or 2 paper, you know, I mean, this card is just so much nicer, you know. The pictures on it's got 2 photos, and they're good pictures, and the card is just thicker stock. It's better made, better quality. It's Topps, you know. Like, what are you guys talking about, you know, as far as, oh, it's not flagship? You know, is flagship just overproduced crappy cards? Is that what you guys like? Does nobody care about, you know, quality anymore? You go to a furniture store, you're gonna want the highest produced couch that everybody else has, or you're gonna want to have something different, something unique, something better. You know, I mean that's common logical thinking. You know what I mean? But no, everybody wants what everybody else is willing to spend the big money on in the cards because there's such thing called as card envy. Oh man, that, you know, everybody else is spending money on this big card. I got to too. That's the card to have. That's what everybody's buying. And that's how the market is for cards. And you know, I want to try to preach to people. There's better quality stuff out there. There's nicer stuff. You know, it may not get you as much money as something else, but guess what? If you're gonna be buying stuff for PC, for stuff for you to keep, buy what you like, man. If you like the flagship stuff or whatever they want to call it, if you like that, fine, cool, whatever. But you know, you don't have to buy only that kind of stuff. So this right here is a Chris Carter Prism. It's a green refractor. I'm not sure if this is like a retail refractor that came in every box or a few in every box. I really don't know. I'm not too sure. But I just thought it was cool, man. 2014 Prism. Pretty card, man. I like it. I like it. Not much of a football collector, but I figured if I was going to actually have some kind of a football PC, it might as well be my favorite player. So some of my other favorite football players that I would consider maybe PCing are Randy Moss, definitely. Peyton Manning. I really liked Peyton Manning a lot. Trying to think who else I really used to like a lot. I mean, there's a few different football players. All right, so this next one is probably my least favorite Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card that you can have as far as a mainstream card. This is the 1989 Bowman Ken Griffey Jr. Yeah, you know, I mean, he's taking a knee in the photo, and the photo's kind of, you know, traditional old style. I mean, this could pass for a 1982 card all day. I mean, the way it looks and the way it's made. It doesn't look like it's the greatest centering, which is probably why it's an 8.5. But it's not too much of an eyesore for me. It still looks pretty decent. It's just one that I didn't have in good condition because these cards are much taller than the regular style cards. Do you guys see the difference right here? The bottom's lined up, and see how much more this card is taller. It's a good, I don't know. The card itself is a good half-inch taller, maybe about a half-inch or so. And you know, a traditional style top loader like this, the card sticks out of it. So I think that a lot of cards at this time, these 89 Bowmans, you know, they probably weren't properly kept, and I think that the popularity or the pop reports, there's probably a lot less, you know, 9s and 10s of these than the other Griffey rookie cards. There's got to be significantly less because they're taller, and a lot of people didn't store them right. So if you want to get your hands on a really, really good, high-quality 89 Bowman 9, 9.5, 10, you can still get them pretty cheap, and I'm pretty sure that, you know, the prop reports are there's less of these out there than some of the other Griffey rookies, so it might be a smart purchase for you guys. I don't know. I feel like every Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card should be an iconic card. Basically, he's the Michael Jordan of baseball. You can't deny it. So this stuff still pretty much keeps up or outsells Mike Trout stuff. Maybe not for dollars amount, but for quantity. I'm gonna save this one for last. That last card that I just opened up in the package. So I got 2 left. I opened up one package, you guys haven't seen it yet, but this one, I'm trying to even remember what the heck it could be, to be honest. They put it in a bag, a Walmart bag. It's kind of funny, I guess. Oh yes, okay. I should have remembered what this one was. This is probably the rarest card that came in the mail right here. So this is a Flair showcase. It says a Legacy Collection. I didn't have a card like this. This is the first one that I bought and that was like this. I think I used Scotch tape on the top loader, so you can't really appreciate the prettiness of the card because it's in some older plastics. But if you guys can see right there, it's number 50 of 99. So it's serial number to 99. Some of these rookie cards that are like this, like the Peyton Manning, they're pretty high dollar cards. I'm gonna see if I can get this card out of here without damaging it too much or something, because I want to show you guys the prettiness of this card. Something I like to try to do in my videos. If I buy a card, I want to be able to enjoy the look of it. Unfortunately, with all this plastic and see, Scotch tape, guys, don't use it. You know, this top load is trash. So here's the card in a penny sleeve. It's looking pretty good. It's popping pretty good through this. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. This might be the one card that I grade just because it's so much rarer than the other ones. I'll have to pull it out, take a good look at it. It's going to definitely need a little wipe down for sure. Especially since I'm putting my fingerprints on it right now. Flair Showcase Legacy. Chris Carter. Has a nice little gloss to it, almost like a refractor. And then there's that nice little serial number right there. Oh, it's actually number 60 of 99, not 50. So, yeah, I mean, I've seen prettier cards. Yeah, but this is nice and clean. I like it. Looks pretty nice. Has the big 80 in the back and 2 pictures. So, pretty nice card, man. Chris Carter. You guys remember Chris Carter? You know who he is? He is a really good receiver. For the longest time, and maybe even still today, I don't know because I haven't really checked. But Jerry Rice had all the records, and Chris Carter was right there, right behind him, number 2 for a long time. I don't know if any of the past receivers in the last 15 years caught up or passed Chris Carter as far as like yards and touchdowns and all that, but it was Rice and then it was Chris Carter for a long, long time. So, in my eyes, in the history of the NFL, he's pretty much the number 2 receiver, which is a pretty big deal, you know, stat-wise. So, and the last card from my Mailday package is this PSA 9 Chris Carter rookie card. I totally would buy an SGC version of this, 9, 9, 5, 10. But, you know, PSA is so popular, and I couldn't find a SGC example of this card. So I did what most people do. I wanted the card, not the slab, so I decided to buy the PSA 9. I don't need to buy the 10, you know. I mean, it's a pretty relatively cheap card. But this is a really popular set. This is the set that has the Barry Sanders rookie in it. I don't think that Barry Sanders is the best running back of all time, but his rookie card is pretty valuable. We're talking about maybe definitely one of the top 5 receivers of all time. And, his card's not that valuable. It's kind of weird to me. But needless to say, on this card, he was on the Eagles. I think he went over to the Vikings in probably like 1992, maybe. Let's see if I can find it. So it looks like he went to the Vikings in 1990. A little bit earlier than I thought. I didn't know that he went over that early. Did I read that right? See right here, it says 1987 Eagles. This is a 1989 card, though. So they consider this card to be his rookie card. I don't know why he doesn't have any 87, 88 cards, but yeah, this is his rookie card. So maybe it's like basketball; they just didn't make them. I'm not too sure. Hey, commentate. So that's gonna do it for the Mailday. I got my dogs barking or something. I gotta turn it off because I don't want to make a video where they're barking. And hey, knock it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey, appreciate it. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day.